Yes, now we are in advanced level of coding part,
Good.
and we have already discussed about collections. What is collection in Salesforce? I mean, to save any multiple values we can use in collections, and we have different types of collections in Salesforce. They are list, set, and map. And coming to list, we'll have one small recap. So coming to list, it's having collection of ordered elements, means each and every element's space is fixed, or we can tell where where an element will be by using index number. That means we had one example also, how to book the flight ticket, and we'll be having one ticket number and person name, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
coming to list, index number in the sense whichever we discussed as a ticket number. So uh, whichever we have created collection in list will be having an index number, and index numbers will starts with 0, not from 1 to 3. It will not get start. It starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. It will get start.
Yes, sir.
So, and what is written type of SOQL query? These are future topic, and we already discussed this one. And here we have mentioned here, every value has index starts with 0. So index will be like this: index and value. So index will start like 0, 1, 2, 3, and here we can make the names like Rajesh. Like this we'll have. So indexing and values we can make it in list. Okay, so these
Yes.
are, it will store in database. Okay, now we can see how we can print the data in Salesforce. So as usual, we'll go to our environment, and here go to developer console, go to IDE. Okay, so we already discussed here how to declare a list, integer, and explain. So I'm just removing this. Now, can you please guide me? How can we have list? How can we declare the list in a list of integer or string? Your wish.
Yes.
We'll do one thing. We'll have both the things. Okay.
No.
So declare a list of integer. Okay, we'll do one thing. So variable will mention first. Variable employee name. Names are name list. Okay, names I'm making this. And first thing, how we can make the code? A minute. See here. First, we have started with integer and age of Ajay. So here, integer means what is it?
Data type.
Yes. So here, coming to list, what is the data type? See,
Variable.
oh no, this is the variable, Rajesh.
Yes,
So
yes.
compare with this one. See, here we have data type and next variable.
Variable.
So here I have mentioned variable. So we
Variable.
need to have data type
Data
also,
type.
right?
Yes, yes.
So data type, how can we start? We can start like this: list,
List of.
and
integer.
you can make it brackets here like this. And in this bracket we can make it which kind of data. So here they're asking integer and explain. So first I'll go with the string. Okay, so list in the bracket I mean mentioning string. So this
Yes.
entire this thing we'll call it as what we can call it.
Da- Data type.
Yes, data type. So correct, exactly. And now data type next space, and this is a variable,
Yeah.
and then equal to. So here we discussed already, to store this data what we have, what do we have exactly. We need to have memory
Memory.
in server. Yes, okay. To have to get memory, what we need to do, we need to tell to Salesforce that we need to have memory in server. Okay, to get that server we have one keyword, call it as new. If you give a new keyword we can get the space, I mean we can get the memory. Okay, and while we are giving new here, they'll ask how much memory we require to store this value. How much memory we require?
New list of strings.
Yes, exactly. We need this much of memory required. So just copy and paste here. Okay. So next, open bracket, close bracket, and colon. So this is the syntax actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have done it, and once we have done it, what could be the syntax to get the print value of this line? Same like system.debug, how we were using here.
Yes, bro.
So system.debug, 1 minute. Yes, system.debug, how we have used it. Same thing, we can use this one also. So if we give system.debug, what we can get the answer here?
System.debug. We need to give a new list of string, bro.
Okay, system.debug.
Where numbers, uh, the employee names, single quotient plus new list string. Where employee?
Is that correct?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, okay. So if we give like this, can I get result now? Now I'm asking.
New list of string.
Here, line of coding is correct and syntax is also correct. What will not get the result? Any
Yes,
idea?
bro. We didn't add any
Yes,
name.
exactly. We haven't add any values in this line.
Yes,
So
bro.
coming to list, first step of list is how to add the values. Now we can see how to add the values.
Yeah.
Okay. So to add values in list, okay, we'll go like step by step. So they're asking declare a variable, right? Declare a integer variable. Okay. Now we can see variable declaration. Variable declaration. I'm taking this one. Okay. So because here we already declared.
Yes, bro.
Okay. And next step is we need to add the values. Okay. So just copy this and space. No, sorry, not space. Sorry, data type I have taken. Sorry. Variable dot give add, and in the bracket just give name Rajesh. That's it. It'll get added. And coming to print, just copy this. So here we can make it as to get the values. Now we can see either it will work or not. Okay, I'm just clicking on open not log, execute. Yes, it is coming.
Yes.
But here, why do we use the list actually?
To store multiple
Yes, to
so
store multiple data, but
yes.
we stored only one data here. So to store one data, we need not to go for list like this, right? So we'll store many people, many names here. Let me check. Okay, so Rajesh. Okay, so now I have six names here, and I'm storing the values again. I'm just copying all the names. Yes, we are getting it. Rajesh, Suresh, Sujesh, Rajni, Rajneesh, Raja. So for printable data, we are getting like this. But in real-time data, how it will get stored? It will get stored like this. Index number start with 0,
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3. Like this here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only it will be available.
Okay.
Okay. But that index number will not display it here.
Ma.
Okay. So now we know how to sort the values by using add. Now tell me how much data we have in list value.
How much data?
I mean, how many names we have stored here?
Six.
Okay. So here we have only six names. I mean, countable data. So we can count and we can give the information. But
Yes.
in case if we have thousands of data, how can we find out? So let me make it in clearly. So now we have six names, and if I want to know the fourth person name, we can
Hmm.
just count and we can give.
Yes.
Okay. In case if we have 1,000 and I want to know what is the value of 745 index number. So will it
Okay.
be possible to get that name?
No, bro.
Okay. So it will be possible by using one keyword. So that keyword, that function is, so this is the first function in list, that is add. And now we are coming to second function, that is get.
Okay.
So as usual, we'll declare the variable here. Okay. And same, we can add the values. Okay. So here our target is we need not to print the data. Okay, we need not to print the data, and we just want to get the particular index number value. So to get more information, just copy this one and paste it. And if you paste, one minute. Yes, if you paste here, we'll be getting data like this. Till here we have clear information, but now we need to get, this is not get actually, here I gave wrong comments. To see the values we can mention, because you may get confused, so that is I'm changing this. To see the values in list, we can go with this syntax. And now to get the values, string particular position. So for this, the same syntax will follow, system.debug one minute. So to see the values, we already gave values here and we have printed here. But to get the value here, which is the data type here, string, right? So go to string, and variable we can give temp variable, and here just copy this variable dot get, open bracket, and give colon. So here what we are telling to Salesforce is, this is a string data type and this is a variable. Okay, same how we gave like this, just follow the same. And equal to, here we are not asking to store a new data, so directly I gave this variable. Okay, are you
Yes,
getting my
bro.
point, Rajesh?
Yes, yes, bro.
So data type we gave, and variable, temporary variable, I gave this variable name, and that will be equal to this variable. And I gave get. When you give get function, then they'll decide, they need to give value of one particular position. So that particular position index number we need to give in this bracket. So if you want to get Rajni name, what is the index number should be? One, two, three, four, five, six. There are six people. And
Yes.
now if I want to get Rajni name in printable matter, so which, what is the index number I
Three.
need?
Three.
Are you sure?
Yes, bro.
Actually,
0, 1, 2,
0, 1, 2,
3.
3. Okay. So now I'm just giving 3 and give system.debug and value at position number 3 is comma plus, what I need to give here. This one or this one?
Temp, bro.
Yes. And don't forget this. Okay. If you not giving this goal, semicolon, end of the line, end of the coding, it won't print. Now we can see entire data how it will work. And here as directly we can do the coding here, no issues. But uh, for class understanding, I'm just updating here everything in Notepad, then I'm saving there. We
Yes,
can
yes,
call
bro.
this one as pseudo coding in Salesforce. Not only this
Okay.
one, even in production also, whenever we are doing coding part, we'll go with like this only. First we'll do it in Notepad, then we'll save it in this index.
Okay.
So here we can see the values, and here we can get the values. I'm just giving execute debug. We can see here one, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So in this, number 3 in the sense not Suresh. It will start with 0, right?
Zero.
So
Yes.
that is the reason number 3 position is Rajni. It gave.
Yes, bro.
Okay. So now next values are Rajesh, Suresh, Sudesh, Rajni, Rajneesh, Raja. So these are data we have stored. So now instead of Rajneesh, I want to remove this name and I want to add this name. That means we are not removing the data. We are not removing the data. We are just replacing the data.
Yes,
So
bro.
like this. In this position, we are changing the name. So to changing the name, we have one keyword called as set.
Okay.
So to add values, we'll go with add. To get the values, we'll have a function name as get. To replace the value, not deleting the value, or to replace the value, we'll have function called as set. So now we'll go with set. And entire this thing I'll send through mail, and you'll be getting recording also. So you need not to remember. You can go through with the video, or you can go through with mail content.
Yeah.
Okay. So now guide me to set the value. What are the things I need to save?
Same,
Same.
whatever we declare.
Just variable declaration. Just save. Next values
Values.
in save, and as it is printable value, you can save. And now I have doubt. Do I need to have get value here?
No need,
Not
bro.
required. So directly
Not.
we'll go for set option.
Set.
Okay. So now to get option, we gave this line of coding to mentioning data type, variable, and variable position name. We got it. So to set value, what we have to do?
Same manner, bro.
No, to get value, we need to have a string and data type and variable. But to set value, we just follow how to add the data.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So now, so how we have added value here to add keyword, right? So same way, just add set.
Okay.
Okay. Just add set. And here the challenging part is on which index number we need to store.
Okay.
For Vijay, right?
Yes, bro.
So what is the fourth value? Rajneesh. So Rajneesh, just copy here. One minute. No, not Rajneesh. Okay. Vijay. If you give a set and Vijay name, will it get print now?
No, bro.
Why?
Where it has
Yes,
to.
position we haven't give. So we can give position number 4. Okay, 4, and just give comma space. That's it. And here you may get one doubt. For 4 we haven't gave inverted commas, and for Vijay we gave commas. Why?
Yes. 4 is an integer,
Yes,
so
this is a small
Vijay
logic. So while we are using integer, we need not to go with this colons.
single.
Yes, single colon. And while we are using string, then only we can use this.
Yes.
Okay. So now go to system.debug again. Now tell me the answer.
Uh, I mean, replace name
Okay. The replace value of
value of
number 4.
number 4.
4 is comma plus.
Where names, if you give where names, all data will print red.
Ah, yes. In all
Uh,
data only it will get replaced.
uh,
Okay.
okay.
So now we can store this data. Got it? See here
Yes.
what we have done is first we have print all the values. Okay. And in that number 4 we have replaced. See the replace values of here I did a mistake. I need to mention as a value, but
Yeah.
values I mentioned. The replace values value of number 4 is we can get like this. Okay, here I have one doubt. In case if I want to get only fourth value, what I have to do?
Yes. Mm. We need to give index number as well, bro.
I'm sorry.
We need to give index number. Position number
Yeah,
to
we
print.
will get that information in next few minutes.
Okay.
So we know how to add the values, how to get the position number, and how to set the value. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if I want to delete entire data, I mean, if I want to clean the values, we have another function called as remove. So did you remember ms dot, DOS format, Rajesh?
Das
DOS
format.
operating system,
No,
disk
bro.
operating
I,
system. Now we are using Windows, right? So early
yes.
days we used to have MS DOS. So in
Ah,
that,
yes.
yes, if you want to remove the if you want to clean the screen, we used to mention as CLS. CLS means to clear the screen.
Clear screen. Yes.
Yes. So same like that here, if you want to, though you have added all the values, if you want to remove this value, all the values, then you can go with the remove option. Remove function. So now we can see how to remove entire data. Okay. We can add this one till this data. Okay. So if you give till this data, it will be printable. So now I want to see either it will be removed or not by using remove function. So just give the remove values. So where we need to give the remove values, this is the variable. dot same how we have used set here. So in same like this, we can add remove. Okay, sorry, clear and give close bracket and give colon. To set the value here, we gave number, right?
Yes, bro.
So to clear the data, you need not to give any number. Okay.
Okay.
So in case if you want to, we have next step there you can understand. So if we give clear, what will be happen? Same, just go to system.debug, open bracket. The current employees names are. Okay. So what we have done, we have added and that added values we print. Now we have removed entire data. We can see either it will work or not. Just click on debug. See here. First, what we have done,
We have printed the
we have
employee name.
printed the data, and next we have removed. So in this
Yes.
bracket, there is no value because it got removed.
Yes.
And just now, I we have discussed in case okay, while we are doing set, we gave the index number here, and while we are cleaning the data, we haven't given any number here.
Yes,
So
bro.
now my doubt is if I give any index, what will be happen?
Particular index number will be deleted, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So here small change, remove all the data. So in case if you want to remove particular index data, that time we'll go with remove option.
Okay.
So better I can give like this. So this is the one function and another function is remove. So here don't get confused by using clear and remove. So remove
Okay.
in the sense it will be applicable only for one particular index. Now we can see, okay, same like this. Now tell me how can I do it?
And where employee names dot remove of index number.
Yes, index number. Can I go two?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. So now we can save this. Void. Method does not exist or incorrect signature. Void clear integer.
Bro, we need to give remove or clear only, bro.
Oh, sorry. Remove. That's what. So if we remove, for remove, we need not to give any value here. So here to remove not clear. So to clear the data, you can give clear. To remove only one particular data, you can go with remove. I'm sorry. Rajesh, Suresh, Sujesh, Rajni, Rajneesh, Raja.
Yes.
So which value we have removed? Second in the sense 0,
Choose
1, 2.
two.
Sujesh name has to remove. See here, have you find Sujesh name in this?
No.
Yes. So particular value it will be removed. Okay.
Yes.
And another one, count. Okay. So here, how many values are there?
Five, three, six, bro. So starting with
Zero,
zero,
one, two, three, four, five.
five.
Five values are there. Yeah, out of five, we have removed one value. So four values will be there,
Yes.
right? So now we can have, I mean, as we have less count, it will be countable data, right? So we can
Yes.
count. In case if we have thousands of data, how can we do that?
Mm.
So for that, we have one function called as size.
Okay.
So for size, same thing. We can save all the. Okay, I'm just adding same here. So to see the length of data, we can go like this. See here, to set the value, what we have done. Oh, sorry, not to set the value. To get the value. To get the value, same. First we give data type and variable. Next we give variable name. So
Yes.
same like that. We can go with length also. So here we can mention as integer. Why we are giving data type as integer? We just want to know the length. I mean, the count data will be in numbers, right?
Yes. Yes.
So that's the reason I'm giving integer, and I'm just giving len keyword and equal to same variable name. Just copy dot give size, open bracket, close bracket, colon. So here this is the data type and this is a variable. We gave variable name as a length, I mean length, and this is a variable and this is a data type. Sorry, not data, function to know the
Yes.
size. This is just variable. Actually, this is not the function. So function name is size. Got it?
Yes, bro.
Okay. Now we can print the data. System.debug, and we can make it as the size of data is Which one we need to do? Save this one or this one?
Len bro, earlier.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So now I have one doubt. If I copy entire this information, entire this data, which size will I'll be getting it?
Remove. 4 will get bro.
Is because we have added this one.
Yes, bro.
So just remove this. If I remove this,
5.
yes. So now just copy 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it?
Yes, bro.
Why it is coming 6 in the sense including index number 0. If we count including number 0, it will count will be 6.
6. Yes.
Okay. So here my one more doubt is I'm getting data like this, right? But
Bro, including 0, 5 కదా రావాలి.
ఎలా వస్తుంది? How?
0, 1, 2, 3,
0,
4,
one,
5.
one minute, 1 minute. Here I'll show here 1 minute. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are index numbers. Okay.
Okay, okay, got it.
See here count.
By counting 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. In Excel it shows clearly. Have you seen count number here?
Yes, bro.
Okay. So now my doubt is index. I want to show data like this. So as of now, we stored the data like this, right? So
Yes.
now I want to store the data like this. How can we do that? So here, what are things you can find? You are getting index value, index number, and data value,
Yes.
right? So we have learned a few days back how to controlling the data. I mean, not controlling the data, controlling the information.
Oh, yes.
So where did we find out? Class number 4. 1 minute. Controlling the flow program.
Yes.
So here, what we have done with if else condition, right?
Yes, bro.
So in if else condition, we can controlling the data. I mean, which one we have to give the answer. But there itself, we have done with a few more options. Looping control,
Yes, bro.
looping controlling. So in looping controlling, we have three types. One is while loop, and another
For
one is for loop,
for each.
and another one is for each loop. So now we are going to use for each loop. So how it works for each loop we can see.
Okay.
So for each loop, what is the syntax of for each loop?
Don't know, bro.
1 minute. I have saved somewhere here. See here for each loop. Okay. For this, syntax is variable declaration,
Yeah, collection.
colon, and collection. Next, we have this one.
Yes.
So here in this particular column, sorry, in this particular data, what is the collection?
List, bro. List string.
List string. This is the collection. Are you clear till this?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Okay. So this is a list collection, and what we can call this? So
In
by saying this, we
data
can
type.
call this it's a list collection, but
List.
actually it's a data type.
Yeah.
This is not variable, right?
Yes, bro.
So here, what is the variable?
Employee names.
So this is the variable, right? So
Yes.
okay. Now coming to each for each loop syntax, variable declaration and collection. Okay. So now we'll go with this data. First, we gave variable declaration, same list string because it's a collection, right? So data type, variable name, and to store the data, we gave this information. Now we just want to show the data in one by one. So for that, we can add it. Are you getting my point, Rajesh? What I'm doing
Yes, bro.
exactly? So
Yes, yes.
here first we have declared the variable, and next we have added the data. Now we want to print the data one by one by using each for loop.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm following this syntax to get the data one by one. Okay. So here, what is the collection?
List. List.
This one.
List of string.
This one. Okay. If I store this one here, what could be happen? This will be just data type I'm just storing. But do I need to save data type or variable here?
Variable we need.
So in this, what is the variable?
Where employee
Yeah,
names.
where employee names. So I'm just giving in collection here. Okay. And variable declaration, what we have to do?
Variable declaration. List. List of string.
Okay, let me make it in simple way. So now what I'm doing is entire this data. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
entire this data I'm just showing in one box.
Yes, bro.
Okay, what I'm doing is first I'll show this name. Next I will remove and again will show this name. Got it? So again I'll save this name. So like this, one by one, I'm getting it. That means in one container, I'm showing it. So actually, how loop we are using it? Each loop. See here, where counter we were using it. I mean, why we are using where counter? Somewhere data has to be stopped, right?
Yes, yes, bro.
So coming to list value, where can we stop the value? So
Okay.
where counter, there is a variable here. So based on that, we gave the condition, right?
Yes,
So
bro.
same way here, we need to have one variable like how to where we need to store the data. For example, give this name as box. Okay, temporary box we can take it. So temp box, I'm just giving one variable name, temp box, and which kind of data type it is? String.
Still.
Okay. So now in this logic, what will be happen? One by one value, one by one value, it is going to print.
Okay.
While we are giving where counter, where will it stop this counter?
It will equal to 11 when it
Till it
reaches
is
to
getting
11.
satisfied, it will
Yes.
get worked, right? It
Yes.
will get executed till it gets satisfied.
Yes.
Same way here, where it will get satisfied in the sense this temporary box, which value it will take? Employee names.
Yes.
In this list, what is the last name? Till Raja, it will get saved. First value will goes here, and it will see either it is a string or not. Then temporary box it will go and save. But
Yes, bro.
first it will come here, and again it will go, either it will get satisfied or not. Then it will come here. Okay. So now we can see either this will print or not. We gave business logic. I mean, I'm sorry. We gave business logic here, and we just want to see how to print the data. Where we need to give this printable data.
System.debug.
Yes, system.debug. Next.
The employee names in
No,
single quote.
here this variable has to come, not this one, right?
Yes, yes, bro.
Because
Okay.
of here we are showing the data and storing the data here. Temporary box.
Yes, yes, bro.
Any confusion, Rajesh, here? So let me make it in simple manner. So in this line, we haven't gave any variable in this line. So we are just adding the data. But here we have data type, variable name, and we give the memory. But coming
Yes.
to for loop, this is the information, variable declaration. So variable declaration in the sense we need not to go with these values. This is different now. So
Yes.
for loop, you are giving another logic here. This is the data type. In this data type, we are giving one temporary box, and coming to list values, we are from list values we are taking variable. In list values, this is the variable, right?
Yes, yes, bro. Got it, bro.
Yes. So now we can see either it will work or not. I'm just copying this. Yes. Got it?
Yeah, bro.
So this is how we can use each for loop.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
as of now, any doubts, Rajesh?
No, bro.
Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll send this entire mail content to you.
Okay.
Now, what you have to do is entire functions we have done with string values,
Yes, bro.
string data type. Now, just do it in same thing with integer value.
Okay, bro.
So here we give employee names, right?
Yeah.
We can go with employee age or employee salary or employee's experience, something you can take it. Better you
Okay.
can go with employee names, sorry, employee salaries. With
Sure.
employee salaries you can go with 5 digits, right? 5 digits or six
Yeah.
digits
Yes,
so
bro.
better you can go with employee salaries
Okay.
and do it by using all these functions.
Yeah, bro. Sure.
Then you'll be understand very easily list values. So
Sure, bro.
once list completed, what is the next collection?
List set.
Yes, list set. Okay. So coming to list, what are the things we have followed?
In list, uh, I mean, we followed
So
adding and replacing, remove,
so this is
clear.
the thing. We
Yes.
have index values, we
Yes.
have index number and values.
Well,
And here values, it will allow duplicates as well.
okay.
But we haven't tried this one, right? So we
Yes.
can try this. See here, first name also Rajesh, last name also Rajesh. That means
Yes.
it is allowing duplicate also. Why it is allowing duplicate in list value? In the sense, while coming to employee names, we are not sure. Maybe different people will be there in same name.
Yes, bro.
And coming to salary also, we'll be having same salary for many people.
Yes. Yes.
So that time we'll go with list.
List.
But while coming to set, it is quite opposite to the list.
Okay.
Okay. So index number here, we are starting with zero, right? But coming to set, it'll start with one.
Okay.
It'll start with one, and values it won't allow duplicates.
Okay.
If we want to store any duplicate values, then it will throw an error that we are storing duplicate values. So in case get like that in real time scenarios, we don't have any other option. We'll go with the list only.
Okay.
So these are the things about difference between list and set. So not being this, we have few more differences as well. So in
Okay.
next class, we'll discuss about set.
Okay.
So next class we'll discuss about set, and day after tomorrow we'll discuss about maps. Once we have done with collection, we'll do some mock practice. Then we'll enter into programming language.
Okay.
So programming language will starts with Apex. So that is the main programming language in Salesforce.
Yes.
Done, bro?
Yes, bro.
Okay. So I'll send this video and mail content as well after 10 o'clock. I have some work now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
bro.
you have
Sure.
any doubts, you can call me, Raj.